Alright, this is from last Saturday. I'm going to show you some of your swings, and I'm going to show you some examples of guys where they keep their backside taller. And you see how it's falling back there. Now this is Brian Harris, played shortstop at Vanderbilt. And you'll notice the angles are different. Your shoulders, the axis, his axis goes from the back top of his head or bottom of his head straight down. Yours goes from like your left heel back to the back of your head. You can see it almost draw a straight line right there. And your backside is completely collapsed. And what that's doing is it's just leaking all of your strength, all of your power. It's more or less going back. You're going back away from the pitcher instead of taking as much power and momentum and strength towards the pitcher. I'll show you a couple of other examples. Also you're loading. When I came back with the baseball, you were still flat-footed and you didn't really lift your foot until the ball was in the air. And you'll see that Justin Upton starts his movement when the pitcher breaks the egg. And he's got his foot up, and you can see this, and I'll show it to you again, and then you go back and look at this. He recognizes the pitch about right in there, and then he recognizes it's a fastball, and then he just basically sits on it. But you can see about right there, he recognizes what the pitch is and watch his foot go down. And then he just absolutely crushes it. But you'll also see that there's a lot less movement going on. You've got way too much movement, and you'll watch and see. Now he has a little bit of a backward tilt, but not as much as yours. You'll see it again now from behind. You'll see where when you start your load. Now if you go back and look at this tape, and you can see it on the next swing, you're not starting your swing until the ball, when you start your swing is when your heel goes up in the air, right there. And the ball's in the air when you do that. And it really needs to start coming up. And you inhale, breathe in when my hand gets about right in there. And you see how much longer it takes, and then you're just kind of rushing to get to it. There's several other things going on that we'll talk about too. Your hands are getting away from your torso. Your elbows more or less need to come in towards your torso instead of leaking away. Your elbow needs to be right above your right hip as you make that turn. And we'll get into more mechanics. You'll see Brian Harris. I want you to go back and look at this video, and I want you to kind of copy what he's doing in your dry swings. Get as many as you can, and I'll see you next week.